Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. And we are in January 1st, 2022. So I thought I would do, and I forgot to do this last year for some reason. I just skipped over December. But I'm doing my card of the month for December 2021. So, without further ado, I always use my Bone Stone and Earth Flesh Tarot every month. If you're just tuning into my channel for the first time, I always use this deck every month. I did a year ahead spread in the beginning of the year, January 2021. I did a year ahead spread, and then every month I told myself I would dive into deeper waters with this deck in particular. Since I did the spread with it, and go through each card each month and do a little bit more in-depth stuff. Well, my year quite hasn't turned out that way because it's just been chaos this year. Utter, like I said in a previous video recently, this was my chariot year, and I feel like I've literally been running, like my feet got caught in the reins of the chariot, and I've been just being dragged through the year, is the way I feel about this year. There's been so much overtime, and that's all I've really done is worked, and I'm just like, I'm over it. Okay, so yeah, this year, it's just been like, I've just been raked over the coals and hitting all the bumps along the way, not being able to grasp a hold of anything and stopping. And I've had a lot of swords this year. I've had a lot of stuff I needed to work through, and I did, on some level, work through a lot of crap and BS that I've held on to for many, many years. In other respects, I feel like I did nothing because I was so busy working and so busy being dragged by the chariot that I haven't had time to slow down and stop and smell the roses or anything. And I feel like that's the turning point. December was kind of that turning point of that realization of, oh my God, I haven't stopped at all this year. That's why I'm so exhausted and overwhelmed and overworked and just exhausted and tired. And December was that turning point where I realized this, and then I was like, well, we need to do something about it. And so every reading I've seen on Virgo, which is what I am, every week ahead reading I've seen on YouTube has literally been the same. And then I did my own spread the other day on here. They've all been saying, stop, smell the roses, let go, just be. And I just found that interesting how they're all these readings were saying the exact same thing. And so I found it interesting. Just kind of hit me yesterday when I realized that my card of the month for the month of December was the Page of Cups. The page, to me, is a younger, more innocent, kind of immature. There's not a maturity level that's been reached yet. However, though, with this page, I don't see that. I see as she's this river, this running river of just knowing and peace and tranquility and all the things I'm needing in my life at this moment. And I found that very interesting considering all the other readings I saw. And then I realized the reason the Page of Cups is here, and I've had, like, the Death card has come up a lot this year, the Tower card has come up a lot this year. There's this realization on a deeper level that has hit me in the month of December, where I'm like, something's got to give. Something has to change. I can't continue like this. And there was that moment where the Tower moment and the Death card and all of it just transitioned at once, like happened at once, this aha light bulb moment. And I find it quite beautiful that the page, most of the cards I've had this year were swords, working through stuff with the mind. And then here we have this sweet, soft, tranquil page that's just, it's just a river, a running river, just flowing so effortlessly. And I found that so beautiful yesterday when I realized this was why this was my card for this month. I've learned over the last 2 years that I've done this card of the month every month. every month it blows me away because every month it's right on exactly what I needed to hear. And I love that. I love it about the Bonestone and Earthflush Tarot, which is what this is. It's by, focus, Avalon Cameron, and illustrated by Anna Torian. If you don't know what this is, everybody should know. But Avalon Cameron did the book, and the book is amazing. And if I can find it in here, I'm going to read you guys what it says in here about the Page of Cups. And there's a couple other books I want to look at too. Page of Cups. Essence. Study, luminous, graceful, tranquil, bewitching, innocent, romantic, dreamy, want to serve, loyal, gentle, vulnerable, overly sensitive, psychic, tender, open to love, compassionate, endearing, moody, sensitive, and quiet. So all of the good and bad aspects of this card were in that. It's all one thing when she does it. And again, there's this flow to what I was seeing there. And I love that it said innocence, and I love that it said tranquil, because that's what I feel when I look at this card. Is there's this tranquility, and she looks like she's doing like a peace sign, some kind of peace symbol there, which I find interesting because she's all about love and respect and just tenderness in this card, and I really feel that in that card. Sorry, I needed a drink. So, narrative. Ever since she was a child, she saw the world as it was. She experienced the feeling in everything around her. It is because of this unusual gift of empathy that she became known as the daughter of compassion. And I feel that, like, I've been working toward this, opening my heart, balancing the head and heart. Last year, that's what the whole 2020 was about, was balance head and heart, balance head and heart. And I got that a lot this year. And then it turned to being open and having compassion. And I think December is that turning point, because I have started feeling more this year than I have in a very long time. So I feel that December is like the cusp of that turning point, of that transition, of the Death card, of the Tower card, of everything culminating together. That's been the month of December, because we're seeking a more compassion personality. And I love that. She experienced a feeling in everything around her. It is because, when others turned a blind eye, the daughter of compassion stepped forth. She braved the storms of life, weathering tremendous turbulence. She did this so others would not have to endure such things. Her compassion was so great and her attitude so fearless that eventually the gods took notice. So impressed were they that they sent for her to meet with them. Such an honor had never been before been witnessed. The villagers were stunned. Some were even jealous. Her parents were elated, but still they worried for their daughter. They worried that she would succumb to the pain and suffering she so fearlessly guarded others against. And so they went with their daughter to meet the gods and petitioned their assistance in guarding and guiding her against the evils of the world. At first the gods refused. Never had they blessed another in such a way. Instead, they asked the daughter of compassion if she would prefer to remain in the veiled world, the world of gods and spirits. She declined the honor immediately, explaining that she could not possibly leave behind a world in so much pain. Nor could she leave her beloved parents, for she could see that they simply would not recover from the loss of their daughter. Her gentle heart bled at the thought of such sorrow. Once she had explained herself, the gods had caused to convene. They talked for long, sometimes some might even say they bickered. Eventually they reached a conclusion. The gods would indeed grant the request made by her parents under one condition. The daughter of compassion would make her way to the veiled world once her world was relieved of sorrow. To this day, the daughter of compassion lives. She lives in the hearts and minds of those who are kind, those who practice peace, those who give importance to their intuition and creativity. And that kind of feels like a shout out, like a backhanded slap, because I've been getting a lot of messages: open up your intuition, follow your intuition. express your creativity. Like with my writing, I've kind of stalled out on it, and I've done nothing this year that I wanted set out to do. So I think that's yeah, very interesting. Those who love with an open heart and those who give to others when they have little for themselves. She lives in compassion forever, granting amnesty to those who need it. And then in reverse, it says, in a reading, when the Page of Cups appears in your reading, it may, not reverse, it may herald a time of deep study. This is not your typical academic study, but one that is self-led and guided by an outside force. I just got chills. It may be artistic or spiritual in nature. The Page of Cups may also suggest that a phase of romance is about to unfold in your life. Oh my gosh. Okay, the Page of Cups may also suggest, this may bring out a dreamy and sensitive side of your personality, a side that is gentler and more imaginative than you typically express. You may also experience an awakening of your psychic centers. Wow. Your intuition may begin to unfold at either a gentle or a rapid pace. Unusual occurrences in your life will help to confirm this. You may find that while your intuitive faculties are springing to life, your level of empathy increases threefold. So it's all, yeah, it's like it's, after the month I've had, it is like it's, this is the tipping point of what I've been waiting for, kind of, if that makes sense. You may find yourself overly sensitive to the energies of others and in need of grounding and replenishment far more regularly than ever before. You may find great solace in deep meditation and pathworking. Your tolerance for behavior that is less than gracious will be that much higher for it. You may notice that your patience has increased and that your desire to engage in confrontation has waned significantly. As a person, the Page of Cups is a dreamy character with the sweetest of smiles. They love easily and completely, reveling in the emotional high of interconnectedness. They are tender of heart and mind. They make great listeners and offer kindness and understanding, even in the face of challenge. They are fond of causes where compassion and healing are the focus. They are soft and gentle, but also enthusiastic when it comes to imaginative and artistic pursuits. They tend to lean into romanticism and can at times view the world more colored through rose-colored glasses. Sometimes they may also seem to be off with the fairies. In these moments, they may be employing selective hearing, which can be just a tad frustrating if you're the speaker. Nevertheless, their big heart and compassionate demeanor more than make up for their shortcomings. Reversed, when the Page of Cups appears reversed in your reading, it can suggest that you may be entering a phase of emotional vulnerability. You may feel overly sensitive and deeply sentimental. That's true. The presence of such attitudes may cause you emotional discomfort, perhaps even sorrow. The Page of Cups reversed can also suggest a time of lighthearted spirituality. You may find yourself caught up in fantasies and unsubstantiated spiritual theories. You may even find that you are not being discerning when it comes to the information you are digesting. You may run the risk of believing deeply in false information. The Page of Cups reversed may also indicate gossip, envy, and jealousy. You may find yourself being adversely triggered by the success of others. You may not understand why. Careful and gentle shadow work may assist you in uncovering the reasons. Lastly, the Page of Cups reversed may indicate a relationship crazy phase in your life. The whole world fades in comparison to whatever romantic drama may be unfolding in your life at this time. Such romantic dramas may be taking over all of your conversations. Those who care are becoming both bothered and bored with your self-involved attitude. It is important to be mindful of your attitude towards others. Being self-aware will help you in this regard. Bear with me just a second. Okay. So I had to let my dog in and out because every time I do a video, she wants in or out. And we've been getting snow since 2 o'clock this morning. It's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So she wants right in and out. It's crazy. So here we have journal prompts, and I'm going to brighten this just a little. There we go. It says, would you call yourself an intuitive person? Yes, I would. Would you say that you are compassionate? Yes, I am. How are you compassionate? I am compassionate in the way, I mean, there's a big part of me that has like blocked a lot of that out, that I've had to relearn over the years, just because you get hurt so many times, you kind of harden your heart a little bit, and I've had to learn to reopen that a little bit. And I'm compassionate in the way that I understand where people are coming from when they've had a really bad day, or they've had a really bad moment, or a relationship failed. I understand because I've been there. So in that way, I'm compassionate about what they're going through. Describe the areas in your life where you feel you are deeply sensitive. I don't feel like I'm overly sensitive. I feel like I've been desensitized because of how I was raised and in that toxic environment. I feel like I have been desensitized to a lot of sensitive things. Like, I don't cry when people pass away. I did cry when my friend passed away in June, but that's because she's probably the closest person that's ever been to me that's ever passed. So it just, yeah, I think I've been desensitized, and that's what the last couple of years has been about for me, is learning to open that up again. And I feel like it is starting to open. Did you enjoy engaging in, do you enjoy engaging in idle gossip? And I think that was a question in there before, and no, I don't. I don't appreciate gossip. I don't like it. I'm not 5. I'm not in high school anymore. I'm grown. So that's what I see in that. So now, if you're turning in for the first time, usually I do. This year I decided to go deeper with this card of the month thing, and I haven't really, but I have still managed to pull from my Sacred Rebels deck a mind, body, and spirit card to go with the Page of Cups. So for the mind, we pulled Big Bold Vision, and I swear I pulled this many times this year for whatever card it was. And that's for the mind. Like, and look, you can see her jewel here right in the third eye, or the chakra. The third eye chakra it's like, if you can see it, you can do it. You can dream it. If you can dream it, you can see it. You can do it. You just have to know in your mind that you want it and it's yours. And I love that. Love that for the mind. And then we have for the body, after the storm, and I swear I've got this the first month of the year. This is literally like, this has been the storm going on all year. There's been a storm going on all year, and now December it kind of started relenting, and this is the calm after the storm. This is the time to rebuild that tower, or see that there's a dawning of a new day in the death card. And I love that. And then we have for the spirit, trust yourself. That's another big one for me. Learn to trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. Trust what the messages Spirit's giving you, because at some point they're going to stop talking if you don't. Trust me, I've been there before as well. So I do have a few other cards, as I always do, to show off here from other decks. The Page of Cups. So here we have the Journey of the Sacred Bee. She is beautiful. And I wanted to read real quick what she says. Princess of Cups. Earth of Water. Their characteristics are reflective, intuitive, and open-hearted, and taking a chance on love. Creative, empathetic, deeply sensitive, and caring towards other beings. And that's exactly what the other book said. It's a caring and a sensitivity that I've been working toward for the last couple of years. So I find that very interesting and fascinating. And then we have from my Tarot Apocalypsis. She is gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. Look at all those butterflies. The Princess of Cups. And I opened it to here. I'm not going to read all that because there's 5 pages. But it's a full open hardback book. But they're all gods and goddesses in this book. And this is the goddess Psyche of the soul and awakening. And I'm like, seriously? Yeah, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So then we have from Anna Torian's Tarot of Echoes to match her artwork from here. And she's the Page of Cups. And I forgot to mention that these are, I love that these are Princesses of Cups, females. The Page of Cups, and I wanted to read real quick what that says in her book. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is aboard a large ship behind him. The turbulent sea crashes and churns. He is not fazed by it, however. Instead, he intently studies a map of the heart. His task is to ensure that the course of the ship has been properly charted. Regardless of what the journey may bring, whether waters calm or stormy, he must safely and skillfully navigate his craft through it. And I love that. So before I run out of time real quick, I'm going to show you the rest of them. Tarot of the Hidden Realm. I love it. I love the tattoos. I love the druid looking. I love it. One of my new faves, the New Chapter Tarot. And it's a Princess of Cups, but it's clearly a guy. And I love that. Okay, and then we have the Mystic Medleys. It's just adorable. The Relative Tarot. Beautiful. I just got it. A Wandering Star Tarot. Cute. And the keywords are fun, magic, love. We have the, oh my gosh, why can't I remember none of these? Tarot Mystical Moments. Beautiful. And I could have showed you many more decks. I just didn't because I would have run out of time. And then this is the Guardian Tarot. Beautiful. And I love that there's a lighthouse in there. Love it. And there's the new beginning there. And then last but not least, it's gorgeous. It's my new Cheryl Marchetti new palette tarot, and it's just gorgeous. Look at the sea turtle and the seahorses. I feel like the seahorse is my animal of the sea. Like, it's gorgeous. So yeah, that is my card of the month for the month of December that for some reason I didn't do in 2020. I just forgot about it. So that's what I got left for you guys. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you guys have a good night. Bye.